record button. All right, we're on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aspen Arena. What are we calling it?
Garden.
Aspen Garden.
Aspen Ice Garden.
The Aspen Ice Garden, doubling as the curling garden. We are set up the same way, if you were with us this morning, end to end. And we are taking on the Vail Mountaineers, blue or white, you know?
Blue.
Vail Mountaineers blue. They have two A teams. This is essentially the third place game.
Yes. We didn't get the help we needed.
We didn't get the help we needed, and to give you all an update, we needed the Northern Colorado, what are they, the Coyotes?
No, they are, I think they're just the Northern, no, they're the Eagles.
The Eagles.
The Eagles,
that makes sense, a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Northern Colorado Eagles, we needed them to not beat DU badly and give us a chance. Or lose. Lose would have been great. And as it were, I think they won
6-1.
6-1. And as we covered earlier, the only goal differential you can get per game is 5-0, even if you win 100-0. So our goal differential is +2. Theirs was +4 coming in, so they bumped to a +9, which eliminated us from championship contention. So if you're joining us, great, because you're going to catch the last game of the tournament. I expect Arapahoe to come out and really want to earn this one.
Yeah, and really, I kind of hope nobody told too many of these kids, hey, they're out of it. That way they play like they got something to play. At this age, you know how it is. They might feel a little deflated, you know.
They might, but I really feel like you got a chance to end on a high note here.
Oh, God, yes.
And
yeah, go out with a bang.
Right, and for those of you looking for that next shot at Littleton, there's still a conference tournament, and there's still a state tournament to be earned.
Yeah.
So
and there's still a few other tournaments in between that we don't know if they're playing in. You know, we're definitely going to see them.
Always a chance. I would say that Colorado Springs over New Year's is a chance to see Littleton.
Yep,
for sure.
There's a good shot.
Northern Colorado's.
Yep. There's another one.
That's first weekend of December.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back to the game here. We got Brian Wang right in front of us. He's going to start at goal, number 31 for the Warriors. We're going to get Vieira's line out there to start the game. Vieira, Webster, and over, like usual. McGrady and Bednarchik at the defenseman. Arapahoe wearing these beautiful whites. And Vail's jerseys are beautiful, too.
I've always liked Vail's jerseys. They're cool.
I like the logo. They got the big M on there, almost like the Miami Marlins logo. Looking good. We dropped the puck. Vieira fights for it. We're going to watch everybody play ping pong in the middle. And this kid right here, right away for Vail, number 13, that's Pletcher. He had 4 goals in the DU game, which you were there watching that game too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, kind of a stunner for us.
It was a stunner.
DU played us really tough twice. Vail lost their first game to Littleton 12-0. For those of you with us earlier, we lost 5-1 to Littleton. Now, those scores don't mean anything definitively. Oh, we're off to catch up on the game. McGrady kicked out, and that ricocheted off over stick, so no icing. Vieira picks up along the boards, and man, he had a lane there and just mishandled the puck. But he's going to stay with it and chase it down in the corner. Played over there by Brexon. And that kicks out to Tommy. I want to see him attack that puck. He does. Great play. Tommy McGrady steps up, tacks the puck, and that gives you what you want.
There you go. Offside play.
Gives you a line change early, too. I like the quick line change. The first line doesn't always like the quick line change.
No, but get everybody involved soon, you know.
Isan's line comes in. Stewie on left, Liam on right. For those of you in the know, that's Liam on left and Liam on right. But Stewie and Liam. And we've switched defensemen too, have we not? Yep, that's Moen over there. Haggard on the right side. I say over there like anyone knows what I mean.
Yeah, right.
So, giving chase here is Evans, and he just slides it along the boards. Good play over there, Stewie and Evans. Now we're bunching up a little bit more than like. Here we go. Isan breaks out of there, and let's just get out in the open ice, Isan. Here comes 21. That's what we want, but not what they want. It's knocked away though. Isan slides in the middle, and there's a good shot on goal, and that's... Damn, is it out? That is.
Who was it?
Who's that kid?
Oh, hey! Sorry, I was watching my own son there, not following the action. Hey, he was a lot like Elvis. A little down on himself, not showing up on the scoreboard, and I'm like, bud, when they come in bunches. You just got to keep playing hard.
So Stewie, with his first goal of the season.
First goal of the season.
First goal for Stewie, set up by Isan, and what a great start, because this line we got in now, we've switched lines, we're back to Dotson's line. This line was hot in one game. As this puck finds the net, not really a shot, but finds the net, and we're going to take that. This line was hot in the
This is a good
Aspen
line.
game.
And I actually like the line combinations we've got going right now.
Absolutely.
All three of them are producing. They're all hustling.
Yeah, Isan's had it. There's a shot in the net off the face-off.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Who's going to get credit for that? Haggard's the first one through the handshake line, and so...
That's usually an indicator, but you know how 10Us are.
I was going to look to see if someone could clarify for us. Maybe Henry's mom. I would yell at her, but I don't want to yell on the broadcast. It looked like Dotson won the face-off, as he's
prone to do.
Dotson wins a lot of face-offs as he tries to get another shot here. I probably left a thought in the process for that. I was just going to expand on getting Stewie on the board and getting Isan and Stewie's line going, and then you get this line coming back. We're getting scoring everywhere.
That's just it. And if you can get scoring everywhere.
So Schroeder's going to give chase. I hope he skates with it. Get it by him, and oh my goodness, that one gave me... I'm just going to sigh. The guy was on the ground, and Elvis just skated right into him with the puck. I digress, because I tell you what, if that was me, I don't know if it would have looked much prettier. Oh, here comes Pletcher, and Wang with a big save. I'm going to correct myself, though, that was not Pletcher. I'll get caught up on a name there, but what really matters is Brian Wang stepped up and just stoned him with the glove to keep Vail off the board. So Arapahoe's back into the zone. So that face-off goal, it looked like Elijah won it back.
It looked like he was just kind of doing what a defenseman should do. Get it on goal, let the offense do their job, and it just trickled in.
So we're going to call it Haggard's goal until I check with Game Changer. It could have been Dotson's goal. I'm not going to
I couldn't really tell if it went off a skate or somebody tipped it.
The good news still is it's 2-0 Warriors, and we're ahead 3-1 on shots. So if we get 2 goals for every 3 shots, we're going to be in good shape. Brexton's playing with the puck there, and it ends up working out, and now it doesn't. Brexton had a lot of time there just to boot that out. And here we go. Defenseman skating with the puck, not my favorite thing.
No.
But as it is, great outlet pass by Webster. Vieira tries pushing down, and he's spun around. That wasn't even Vieira, that was Ober. Ober basically filled the center spot there and tried driving to the net.
That's good. Hey, that
little shot towards the net. Side kick save by Brian. Vieira comes out with it, and let's get going. Now let's look. You see where Webster's at? I mean, it's...
Oh, I know.
There we go. He picks back up, and we gain the zone. But I really can't wait till we start moving that puck a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the Bantam game before this. Well, the end of the game there wasn't as nice as the beginning, and they were really moving the puck.
Yep. See this play by Bednarchuk there. He comes around the corner, and he just kind of fires it as if he's trying to get it out of the zone and hits the forward in the shins. Now, slide that puck on the ice and try to hit your dude literally tape to tape, right?
Right.
There we go. There's a perfect chip.
Oh, yeah.
Vieira's going to chase, and if he wins, we're in good shape. Vieira does not come away with it, and now here comes Vail back. Aspen gets a couple fresh dudes in. Shots wide of the net as Brian flails at it. Okay, coming at the net again, and that's Moen just taking one for the team. And outlet pass.
There you go.
Finds Webster. He's going to give chase. Can he get around the corner? Stop and look. Webster fires towards the middle. Is anyone home? And it's Vail.
Vail was.
So now Vail comes around the corner again. Brian with another save. Brian with another save. Smother that puck. Okay. Good news is Brian's standing up tall right here. Bad news is we're giving up too many hard shots on Vail.
Yeah. Especially that series. That's the Mountaineers are they get paid too, so you're going to expect a little bit of press back.
All right, we're going to switch goalies early. Amareller comes in, and it's a fascinating game. I mean, Brian started off sluggish last game, and we let him run.
Yeah.
This game, he starts out hot, and we're switching, but got all the confidence in the world in both of them, so here we go. Let's get this puck away from the front of the net.
There you go.
Amareller with the smother. Fantastic. Number 90 on our team's feisty, is he not?
And I don't know if they were compliments so much as
I'm
a
sure
lot
it was.
of, boy, that kid's feisty. And I'm like, well.
I can bet you with 100% certainty that Liam said, hey man, your jerseys look great. And you skate well too.
Buy a pop after the game.
He did tell me, spent a little time with Stewie after your game. We tried to go out to the Maroon Bells and got shut down. And so we did a little outdoorsy. Threw some rocks in the water, fed some billy goats, things like that, just good stuff. But as I say that, we threw a shot at the net, kind of weak, goalie smothered it, and it says 3 shots to 2 on the board, so clearly we're not going to keep up on shots anymore.
No, I think we're freewheeling just like both these teams are.
So I'm going to look, here we go. I got the game pulled up finally. And it's not going to say anything different shots there, but Elijah Dotson credited with the goal.
Oh, it must have been a little tip in then.
Yep, and that's what it looked like to me, but like I said, Haggard was the first through the handshake line, and I always thought that was...
That's customary, but 10U isn't really up to the customs yet.
Right. Maybe they don't play by the same rules as the Avalanche.
Yeah, closest man to the bench shakes hands first.
So Haggard's going to bang it off, and nope, he's going to get it right back to the defenseman. Haggard, try again. Now he's going to have to skate after it. Let's skate with it here. He's going to bang that, and right to the stick. Elvis is going to have to turn around, and he chips out. That finds Bazordpour, and that's not going to be icing. That was past the red line, so we got to chase. Elvis is going to give chase and wins. Nice play over there. Fight for the puck, dude. And it gets kind of knocked away as I believe he was going to try to spin and go to the middle. Man, nice move by Brex in there.
Nice move. Way to keep it in the zone.
Little dangle. Elvis is chasing the other side of the ice. I'm not sure what he's doing over there. But if you're going to be over there, get involved, dude.
Well,
So
the
here
left winger's
comes-
seemed a little disinterested on that, so he took matters into his own hands.
Well, we're still in. Tommy, get that puck down. There we go. Elvis, get on the rebound. Elvis fires on the rebound and just missed Kono with the
missed.
pop. You know what the pop is.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You think he did that on purpose? So, for those of you at home, pass off pads, pop. Elvis fired one and got a great ricochet, and our defenseman, who are we going to put the blame on there, Thomas or Elvis?
Oh, man. You always put the blame on a defenseman anytime you can get it.
So,
I know the goalies do.
Thomas picks up the puck that was able to squirt out from Vail, and he fires back before Elvis was able to get onside. As it is, we're back behind the net again. Tommy, you can't do that. Okay, I'm going to try to start talking like a broadcaster and less like a coach. We have a tendency to turn and fire the puck through the middle, and I don't really think there's anything to gain by it.
No, that's a bad habit that needs to kind of get coached out of it. I'm sure Coach will address it.
I'm not sure if Tommy's turned 9 yet. He probably has, but first-year defenseman, and he'll get better and better.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
his physical presence is great. Coach tried to touch the puck over there. Wouldn't that have been a penalty?
Yeah, that'd be a delay of game or unsportsmanlike.
Right. So I think it was McGrady, who rips a shot, and Elvis doesn't quite get it. Now you got to chase. McGrady ripped a shot, missed Schroeder on the side over there, and dang it, this line is close.
Yeah, real close.
And holy cow, he just
got back.
Turned and threw it, and the puck just goes through the crease. That's where you want the puck to be, but we didn't have anyone there. So Elvis got to go behind the net. There he goes. Now Kono gives chase. McGrady with a great poke. Throw it at the net, Tommy. See right there, I want the puck moved. Elvis was all by himself.
All by himself. Where he should have been, too, right there.
And then he gets the offsides for his efforts. So I can tell you from conversations I've had with him, he's frustrated with that. He's second-year travel player, and he's like, all right, guys. Like,
let's act like it.
But at the same time, he gets it like anyone else does because he's guilty of missteps.
Do it.
And like we've been saying, this team will gel, and a lot of talent out there, but the youth is definitely on the defense for us. That play we had before behind the net, we just want to bang it up the boards and have it as far away from the goal as possible. Moen with the nice play, but that's going to be icing. Speaking of things we're wanting to clean up.
Yeah, the puck panic. There's a little bit of puck panic. They get the puck, they turn their fire. They had a bunch of time, but that's also something that comes with a little more coaching, a little slow the game down, and it'll get faster.
Yep. So Vieira takes draw with Ober and Webster like usual. Puck finds the net. Henry with the nice little kick there to save the period. And the final results of the first period are great. 2-0 Arapahoe. Got some really quality shots on goal from Vail there after we took the 2-0 lead. I was going to say earlier, that's one that I forgot to get caught up on. Ryder Marquez had that really great shot that I said it was Pletcher.
Yeah.
Had Pletcher on the tongue because he's 13, Marquez is 18, and the game we were at versus DU, Pletcher had 4 goals. So we were keeping our eyes on him. He had 1 in the last game. And while we're on break here, we had a 5-2 victory, a 7-1 victory over Highland Hills, and a 12-0 loss for Vail in their opening game against Littleton.
Yeah, they're suffering through what most people are. Which team is going to show up? So.
Yeah, just like DU. I mean, there's no way you would have told me that Vail would have beat DU as handily as they did.
No, and I really thought DU would give NoCo a better fight than they did, because I think they're a great team.
Yeah, DU really let us down.
They did, pissing me off.
Could have got us into the championship if they had pulled out a win. Well, of course, doubled with a win by us. And as it is.
Yeah, DU College whiffed last night too against Lindenwood.
What?
Yeah, they lost to Lindenwood 4-3.
My goodness. You know what though? The last national championship season, I believe we lost to Augustana. And the reason the reason I say that is because Rachel and I moved to Denver from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and that's where Augustana's at. And we were excited to see they had a hockey team, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. We don't live there anymore.
Yeah, no, I think that was their first year as a D1 school, and they came in. Hey, nice. There we go, baby.
Okay, that's over, right?
Yep.
Okay. As I'm looking down, trying to catch up on game sheets, I'm not even watching the best part of the game.
They came down, kind of trickled through the goalie's pads, and he attacked the net and tapped it in.
So the goalie, Brooks Boord, and I don't know if we say it Oord like a Canadian would,
right.
But it's B-O-O-R-D.
Or a Minnesotan, or a...
Yeah, it's Norwegian. So don't you know how we say things in Minnesota? We're 3-0. There's the good news. Paxton Ober with his second goal of the day had one this morning, the only goal against Littleton. So good to see from him as Amareller is able to smother just a centering attempt, I'd have to imagine. A little backhand from Vail out in front of the net. Great start to the second period. I'm glad Sean got to see the action. That'll happen up here, folks.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. We're watching the game from a very weird view, but that was right in front of us.
That was right. Hey, I saw it.
Here comes another puck down, and like I said last game, we're not going to keep track of icing because
there's just too many to count. You'd need an abacus.
Yeah, it would only aggravate me if we did. And the only team I've really seen that doesn't struggle with that is Littleton.
Yeah.
And I noticed a couple times their defensemen will get, and they will just chip it nice and soft at the space between the red line and the blue line and let that thing, it's almost like they're doing the curling.
Right.
Since we're here on a curling rink, it's just like they're just sliding it down, aiming for those curling circles. Here we go. We got a breakout. Oh, and he gets tripped. We got to have that call. All right. Coach speak again. I'm going to digress from that. Bednarchik really got out on the run. There's a pass. There's a goal. Oh! Just a great pass. If we were playing basketball, I would say ball don't lie.
Nope.
So, did you see who had the pass over here? Was that Evans or?
That's the unfortunate thing.
Stewie.
That was the unfortunate thing with this line. They are all the exact same size.
Right.
So if they're facing the other way, I don't know who's who.
What I can tell you is Bednarchik was the one carried it in the zone, got tripped as plain as day in my opinion, but I'm a homer, and went down. Brexton was able to stay with it, get back up, chase the puck. Until I see on game sheets, I'm going to say it was Stewie, because he's the left winger.
Yes.
And he threw it, and it found Bazordpour on the tape.
Right.
And why do I call him that? Isan. Just make this job harder than it has to.
Yeah, right.
So finds Isan on the tape, and he knows what to do with it. And here he comes again, and gets it taken away. But now back to him. That was Evans there. Isan gives chase. Let's catch that. That away, Elliott. Catch it again, Elliott. Elliott with a good little battle. And he lets Brexton catch up, and now our defensemen are on the same side of the ice, though. So it doesn't hurt us here.
No, but that's a habit that also I've seen a lot of this tournament.
Yep, and hey, there was a good steal, and man, good steal back by Vail. Henry is able to scoop, and my goodness, I've seen Henry play enough games, close to 50 in my life, and I know that he has the utmost confidence in that glove, but he had his legs open and just reached down and snagged that. Made me a little anxious.
Yep, you'd make a great first baseman or shortstop, though.
He would. He also, you know what else? And as we talk about the glove save, Henry again with the glove save. Henry came and joined our flag football team this past spring. So Henry, Elijah, and Elvis are on the same flag football team. We figured if they're hockey players, they might be tough to play football. And my goodness, is Henry a good running back. So Elvis on the breakout here. He's going to go to the backhand. Oh, the spin. Oh, and he's not quite able to find some feet, get back up. And he, oh, dang it.
We're going to get the trip here, huh?
Yep. So if you were with us the first game of the tournament, maybe it wasn't the first game, but Elvis sat in the box, and it was actually a bench minor, but he was the closest guy. And I'm sure you remember me saying first ever penalty.
Yep.
So welcome back to the sin bin. Let's not make that a habit. Well, Elvis tried the stop move, and really I like it because I don't like him being on the backhand all the time.
Right.
Carl and I disagree on that. So if you ever catch Carl and I talking about the backhand, you'll get a good laugh. So Sebastian breaks out as he's like, I don't care if we're shorthanded.
Yeah.
Here we go, pinched along the boards, and this is not who we want out in the open ice.
Oh, and there he goes.
Let's go put a body on Pletcher. He rips, and Henry kicks it out of there. Kono fires out, and there you go, great play.
There you go.
That was offsides. Dotson flipped out. Vail flipped back in. A little bit of what'd you call that earlier? Grab the puck and you just chuck it.
You puck panic.
Puck panic. And Vail is guilty this time. So, works out for us. Minute 4 to go on the Schroeder penalty. I hope I don't have to say that anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't think I would say it twice in the tournament. So, minute 4 to go.
Every team needs a goon.
And So he came in and he tried the stop move, which I love because then that faced him up to the goal, and he was going to look down low. And he lost the puck. The dude on him took the puck, and Elvis just kind of swung at it while he was on the ground and got his stick in the skates.
Yeah, it happens.
So he earned his penalty, and not sure why Vail would want to make that maneuver there, but they did. So Vail forward had it up the boards and just kind of banged it off the boards, and this is going to be no icing, says the ref. So Moen picks back up and chucks
there it is again.
What would you call that?
Puck panic.
Puck panic. So I knew the answer that time, but I just wanted to stress it there that there was no reason to fire that. As it was, though, we're getting, we gotta say we're going to get Vail down the middle, but we're able to jump in there. That's Moen making up for the puck panic and grabbing that, and oh man, Brexton just about broke out of there. And we're out in the open. Attempted pass there by Webster, and there's a few guys on the team like Webster that you know are going to pass, and we had it was the Aspen game, right? Webster found Bednarch.
Oh, that was
the play of the tournament.
That was a beautiful play.
Hey, this is knocked away by Vieira. He's going to get it to the middle. In the skates for Webster, out in front. Smothered by Ford. Really a great attempt there by Vieira.
That was a great PK right there.
Yeah, hey. Did we get any shots on our goalie?
I don't think we did. We had, I think, one shot attempt, and we blocked it.
No, a shot on our goalie, but Ford had to bail them out, so that's the way to kill a penalty. I don't know what's playing on the loudspeaker for music, but it wasn't any good. Here we go. Let's stop that. Oh, Elliott's not able to smother. Tommy's going to have to skate, and he's not able to get there. Wang's back in at goalie. Pletcher ripped one wide. So our defenseman last year, we had Isan, which those of you who have been joining us, there's not many faster than him. We also had Owen Lake, who moved on to 12U, and he was maybe the most beautiful skater I've seen so far on a team that I've coached. And so we had one of them on each pairing.
Oh, that's
and we only had 4 defensemen. So plays like that, we were so used to seeing guys get chased down. So different year, different set of guys. But we didn't have anybody that could do what Tommy does physically.
Just step up.
Yeah, he just smothers people. And here comes Isan. He's going to rip a little wide. Get your head up, Isan. Stewie's going to go down there and fight. And we don't have a defenseman over there yet. And now Elliott's turning the wrong way. You got to turn around, Elliott. Played at Wang. I just said he was in, so why can't I remember he was in? Wang again. Smother that puck, Brian. Okay. McGrady picks up. He slides out. Isan has a little fight there. That puck comes back to the middle. And it's going to squirt out. Good news is it'd be offsides if they knocked it back. Pletcher turns and fires. Was he past the red line? Nope. So that's not going to be icing. Tommy, take your time. There you go. A lot better by
and that was a nice little bit of finesse on that one.
Kono puts his hands on his shorts instead of committing to the chase, and Elvis banks out. Elvis is on a breakaway here. And Elvis goes top shelf. Okay. That one excited me a little bit. Hey, how about puck luck?
Yeah,
you talk about puck panic. Elvis draws the penalty, and he earned it. Comes back out first time on the ice, and the puck finds him as his skates hit the ice. And which door did he come out of?
I couldn't. I was following the action. I didn't see.
So he didn't come out offsides. That's the good news. The puck, the goal definitely counts. I'll tell you that. And Elvis took his time, lined up, and went bar down, as the kids call it. Pros probably call it that too. But
yeah, that's where they got it
but
from.
You know you'll hear it later.
Oh, yeah.
So Kono picks up, look in front, Sebastian. He tries firing at net. Elvis has got to cut that off. Okay, right there on that play, Elvis needs to step in, and then we wouldn't be chasing. And that's what I try to stress to him when I'm talking to him coach speak. I say, hey, it's either step up, make the play, or chase the play. Good knock away there, temporarily bail out He's going to rip Elvis. Oh, my goodness. So when I say he, I mean Dotson. Dotson ripped. Elvis backhands it in the net. Wow.
You hate the backhand, though.
I do. And hey, for those of you at home, like if Mike's listening, he knows. Carl and I went around and around last year, and I would scream at Elvis from the net, "Get off your backhand!" And Carl would be like, "Great backhand," and the back and forth was great, really, because hockey's so much fun. Being on the bench and pretending you actually know something, it's such a good time. So I want to say he had 5 last year on the backhand. So really, you know who was wrong. And they should develop everything at this age. But we just talked about puck luck, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Elvis had an attempt on goal better than the one he's just scored on.
Oh, yeah, and that he's got a nose for he's got some good IQ. He knows where to be.
So if I can heap some praise on him, I think anyone who's been around him knows his positioning is fantastic.
Oh,
his hustle. If he had Stewie, Elijah, or fill in the blanks hustle, man. But
you're a dad. I'm pretty impressed with his hustle. That's dad talk.
So, man, that would have been a beautiful play. Webster was almost involved in another highlight play there. He's hanging out by the net, and you talk about good positioning. Webster was where he needed to be. As the right-hander, we always tell our younger son, he's right-handed, and he loves the one-timer.
Yeah.
And he wore number 8 this summer because he tried telling me I'm mini Ovi, which is comical. But he will hammer a shot like that. Yeah,
and a lot of times I don't like to see the slap shot, but in that case right there, you only had a second, so
if you can time it up, then great. Okay, for those of you, I guess Sean's got it on the board anyway. I'm used to not having watching live barn and you can't see the score. So you can all see it's 6-0 Arapahoe. Couldn't really ask for a better start.
It is.
Here we go.
6-0.
Stewart almost right in front of us. Stewie gets the wraparound and he gets her back into Evan's feet, and Evans is on his butt looking at the ref. He's not calling that. That's Stewie over there on the ground?
Yep.
We'll call it ice. Ice again for Stewie. Hey, here we go. Isan's going to bust out of here. Go ahead and rip. Oh! I like it.
Yep.
Hey,
that was good period.
6-0. Did you notice any drop-off in the effort?
No, I didn't. And it's been the case all season where we're only playing 2 of the 3 periods. So let's hope they don't.
So you remember me saying earlier, we had a chance to end on a high note.
We did.
Okay, kind of a bummer.
It is.
And that we don't get a chance to play for the championship. And you know what? The real bummer is, why can't we have a semifinal where 9 o'clock tomorrow morning we play, we would have played NOCO.
Right.
And Littleton would have played Vail. But I suppose Vail's ahead of us. We were 4th coming in, right?
Yeah, we would have played.
Yeah, so looking at it from that aspect, we would have played Littleton in the morning, but either way, we would have got our chance.
Right.
So you play at 9 in the morning, regardless of who the opponent is, and then you get a chance to play at 2 for the championship. Because what I was getting at is, I think you're in this boat, there's a lot of people here that paid for a room tonight.
Right, that could be going on, right after this game.
And those of you who have never stayed in Aspen, it's not like staying in Worthington, Minnesota, where I graduated high school. Rooms are a little bit more expensive. It's a little more pricey.
I think the off rate was $600 a night, and it's off season.
Hurt my feelings there. We borrowed our neighbor's RV, and we were leaving after the game regardless. The younger son has eval, and the boys both had baseball games tomorrow, but we were going to leave Elvis and Isan with Isan's family because apparently they wanted him to keep playing. And so, here we go. Get it. Oh, it's a post. Brian, let's wake Brian up. Brian, get up.
Go.
Okay. Not that I imagine Brian is asleep on that for real, but pretty good velocity on the shot, and it finds the side of the post. And good news for us, it does not find the net. The shot ticker says 12 to 10. It's wrong. We have way more than 12 shots. And we're going to have to chase this puck. There we go. Brian with the kick. Bednarchik runs out of there with it. Defensemen are still a little sloppy, but this is a good game to work on it.
Yeah. Especially with the score being the way it is.
Absolutely. Isan kicks out, but that's saved. Just a nice, patient little chip there from the defenseman. A couple guys go down in the corner. If I didn't know who it was, I'd say it was Stewie, but it's Brexton. That was good to get to know Stewie a little bit better too. We took the RV, we took Isan, Elijah, Stewie, Elvis, and Miko, and we tried to go to Maroon Bells, and they shut us down.
Yeah, was there a reason? I thought you had a reservation.
We did. We had a reservation, but he said we had to be in before 8 a.m. or after 5 p.m. So we are technically allowed to go in after 5 o'clock today, but hopefully we'll be comfortably on the way home. So if anybody out there is in the area, wants to go after 5 p.m. to Maroon Bells, hit us up. Okay, Elijah breaks out, that's offsides. Okay, you hear the coach in there right away? So I'm used to being right where you see Coach Shane at, or actually Paxton's dad, and I'm super helpful to the refs, and I'm sure they appreciate it. So I've never had a ref say anything to me like keep it down or anything like that, which gives me, it amuses me greatly that Shane got a bench minor in the first game for throwing up his arms because...
Oh, is that all it was for?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So Shane threw up his arms. The ref whistled the penalty. Shane said he trucked him. And after the game, Shane went up and asked the ref, he said, "Did you think I said something similar to trucked?" And the ref said, "No, anytime you make a gesture like that, I'm going to call a penalty," which I laughed because I said, that's not true. Kono fires one at the net there. Elvis has got to give chase. Nope, Elijah does it for him. So Elvis is going to set up shop in the middle, and you see how as a left-handed person, he is not opened up.
Right.
Pet peeve of mine. He can't stand with his stick close to the goalie as a lefty.
Yeah.
And Tommy just kind of takes everyone out there. Have you heard that before? I love it.
I do too.
Okay, nice chip.
But not dirty. He's just playing. He's just playing his advantage.
Here we go. How Elvis and Sebastian, go to your room. Okay, Dotson picks up. We have the 3-on-1 with two great shooters and perhaps the definition of Mr. Hustle, Elijah Dotson. And Sebastian and Elvis have the audacity to step over the blue line early. So that's their reward, though. You go to your room, and the next line comes on. So, it's got to be over. The tucked-in jersey's always over. So Ober chips down. Vieira gives chase and just blows dude up. Kept in by Bednarchik, but now you're going to have to hum. Okay, come out of the net, Brian. Nice. But finds... Oh! Brian Wang gets a fingertip on that shot, and that's what kept it out of the net. So Brexton hustled back on the back check, and he knocked the puck away from the dude carrying the puck, and it went right to the winger. So bad luck for us. Really great shot, and you want to call the save luck or?
No, that was skill. That was all skill. He saw it the whole way.
Sean's on a skill, so that's the official word. Brian gets his fingertips on it and knocks it free, and keeps the score at 6-0 with 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Brexton gives chase. We got guys in front of the net. Okay, let's move him. Brian Smothers, knocked out. Oh, great play. Webster with the back check. And
okay.
And okay, the coach in me wants to tear the ref a new one. And can you mute my mic so I can scream at the ref? Okay.
Yeah.
That was plain as day.
It
goes
was
into the
definitely
corner,
plain as day, and he
plays the puck out and gets a stick in the back. And so Coach Shane's saying the same thing I am, and it's really, let's just be safe.
Yeah. You got to err. Even if I mean, I have no doubt that kid didn't mean to do it, but it's still happening. A penalty's a penalty, and you got to teach that. You got to teach that, and that's a ref's responsibility as well as the coaches.
So you know what? So your iPad is right in my line of sight of that, and it's my own fault. I can move this chair in front of me, and I can step up there. But what happens is the guy's going for the puck, but if you remember the play, Webster had clearly moved the puck up the boards.
Right.
And the play was incredibly late, and like you said, nothing dirty. I'm fine with that, but you still have to, just like Elvis, his trip wasn't dirty.
No, but a penalty's a penalty.
Yes. So we're going to move on, and I'm not going to scream at the refs, I promise.
I know you wanted to. I saw the look in your face.
My goodness. Elvis caught one like that last year. And I finally got the ref's attention, and I said, "Hey, what did you see there?" And the ref said he lost an edge. And I looked at him, and I just chuckled, and I said, "Just tell me you weren't watching the game."
Yeah.
So,
however, a penalty is a penalty, even if he does lose an edge.
If Isan would just fall down right there, that was a pretty clear trip. So, Isan had all the makings of a breakout, caught the stick in the skates, harder than Elvis's penalty. And his great balance kept him on his feet, and that was the saving grace of not getting them a penalty. But as we say that, Isan busts out. He attempted to stop move, and all that bought him was some traffic. Oh, nice swing. Now step in with that, Emerson. Emerson steps in and rips off the goalie's pad. That's great looking play. We got someone leaving, and we got Kono coming. Okay. I can tell you I love when forwards take themselves out and admit, hey, I'm tired.
Gee, you think?
Because I can count that on one hand.
Oh, yeah.
Per game.
And you know they're tired.
Go get that puck. Go get that puck, Elliot. Nice. Elliot steps up and wins, and there's a trip.
That's a trip. That's a trip.
Can we say puck don't lie then? Is that a
can
we translate that?
Yeah.
Crossover?
Yep.
Okay.
Getting a goalie change again.
Getting a goalie change. Henry has the opportunity to bring us home, and you got to feel good with him in there. You got to feel good with Brian in there. Brian was solid.
Oh,
today.
he was solid.
Henry gives a wave. I'm assuming that's to the ref.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Do you tell the refs when you come in, hey, I'm good?
But he's pretty nice too. He's
Henry's
nice guy,
the best. So I don't think I got to this one either. There was another rambling, incomplete thought I had. So they were on the same flag football team, right? And Henry, smother, nice. Kono comes in and bails us out. Henry's gonna smother, fantastic. So Henry took the shot, and I'm gonna come back to that, I promise you, the football. Henry takes the shot, and it gets loose in front, and Kono just glides through, almost mohawked in there, knocked the puck out of harm's way. Henry ends up smothered. So point is Henry turned out to be a phenomenal running back. We were losing some games, and we just started giving it to him on the jet sweep, we call it.
Oh, yeah.
And that kid is fast.
Oh,
he's a goalie, right? He's not supposed to be such a good athlete.
But
Elvis gets out on the breakaway.
Skaters.
Here comes the backhand. Here it comes. Oh, and here we go. In the net.
All right.
So Elvis went to, what I want to think of a good word for it, the dubious backhand.
Yeah, the dubious backhand.
So he goes to the backhand, slid through and just missed Sebastian. And after it missed Sebastian, it came out, and Dotson's just standing in the right place,
right there,
picking up the change, makes the score 7-0, and just like the Aspen game, the Dotson line is on fire again. So we're going to play in their zone again, which I'm good at that. Elvis has a knockaway, love it. Now he's got to chase. See, that's where I'm saying that he's got to go harder after that puck. Tommy's going to go after this puck. And if you weren't with us in the game where I mentioned it, Tommy McGrady likes to be called Thomas, so I call him Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Because he's not 35. We're going to call him Tommy.
You only got a few years left of that being cool, so.
Tommy is such a good kid. Played AAA baseball with Elvis last fall, and was such a good time. And here comes Elvis around the corner. He slides in the middle, just misses Dotson. And Thomas is going to come get a shot, Thomas. And he rips.
Oh, a little wide.
In the pros, they would have done that on purpose because you try to ricochet it, right?
They don't have enough juice for it to ricochet too far.
Well, and they're out of position every play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is so rare. What a great play. Spin out of there by McGrady. And he's going to bang it off, and Brexton's like, what did I do?
Yeah, right? I was right there.
So Brexton catches one in the back of the shins. Vieira toe drag. Vieira again. And Vieira's going to stay with it. He'll find the middle. Watch. There he goes. Vieira slid out in the middle, but no one was there, and we're gonna chase. Brexton's going to chase. Now turn. Okay. So the guy's going to try to cut you off, Brexton. And that gets out. That plays a success.
That's a great play.
Okay. Brexton gets the chase again. Those are the plays why Elvis.
Oh,
what happened?
Going on? Oh, he's
man,
crying too, and now you know that hurts if he's crying.
Okay, I looked away, and I
didn't see it.
I'm not positive if he caught the puck in the chest, but I'm going to walk over and talk to the other broadcasters. So bear with me. We'll see how this goes on a broadcast, and we'll see.
Tough one to see.
We'll see exactly what he's seen. Puck in the chest?
Puck in the chest.
Puck in the chest. That's what I thought, and I had looked away. Yeah. So I had to walk over and talk to the other broadcaster just to see. Oh, man. And so it was his son.
Oh,
so
okay.
Playing the puck down there with Brexton, fighting for the puck, which is what you love to see, scrapping, and it looked like he just took an outlet in the chest.
Oh, man.
He didn't love it either.
No.
So I'm glad I went over there now. That was cool because the broadcaster for Vail, I talked to him before the game just to get some clarity on the names because they have a few good ones, like everyone. And boy, did he laugh when I showed him Isan's last name. Here comes Bryce around the corner. We're going to get a rip. Bryce just goes off the shoulder pad into the net, and that one's going to stick with him tonight.
Yeah, it was wide open.
So shots on goal says 17-14. It's wrong. We have more shots than that. But the thing is, how many games have you seen in travel hockey where they don't even keep the shots on goal?
Oh, God. I'd say half.
Right.
So.
And I'll tell you what, my wife actually started doing game sheets last year and volunteering more. And I don't know if this falls under the nepotism category or not, but Elvis really started making his mark as a passer before a shooter, and I'm telling you, that kid never got his assist. And my wife finally stepped in and did game sheets, just because, not just Elvis, all the kids.
Right,
hey,
yeah.
And in my opinion, coaching, I want to give them, like, I know there's parents out there, and I'll throw Sebastian's mom under the bus. She pays him for goals.
Oh, yeah.
And Rachel told her, you need to pay him for assists.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So 2-1 on assists. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get him to pass. Take pleasure in the passing.
Oh, and I would rather my son have 3 assists and 3 goals any day.
Right. So here's going to be a rip. Henry's going to smother. Fantastic. Running clock, so if Henry just dinks around with it a little bit, maybe threw it into the corner.
Yeah,
we can just run the clock out.
Yeah, maybe his skate's loose.
Right.
His pad's loose right there.
Isan's line comes back in. Stewie and Moen, but yeah, it is. No, I'm looking at that wrong. They're just lined up different. So it's still Stewie and Evans. Moen and Clark are on the defenseman. Knock that out, Isan. Just knock it out.
There you go.
It's cross line, so
didn't need
that's
that.
all right though.
Yeah,
that's a good ice. So Stewie's showing his vast intelligence there. He knew with a running clock in the third that he could ice that puck and just bury some time.
I'm sure he was thinking
Don't
that the whole time.
Yeah. Remember, you told me the definitive word on Brian's play was that it was skill, and I'm telling you, Stewie had no doubt in his mind that was the smart play. Look at, we still haven't dropped the puck.
Yep, 14 seconds.
So Stewie's trying to help out Henry and Brian. Here he's going to go again. He's going to, see, he could have just played it cleanly, but he decided to kick it and waste some more time. Isan's going to bust out. He's going to get a shot. He's going to turn. Isan, you got to shoot pretty soon.
Yeah. He was
does
just being a
not.
sportsman. He was being a sportsman.
And I'm going to put in the definitive word on that. Isan was being a great sport by not just throwing a late puck at the net.
Yeah.
And that might actually be true.
I should hope it is. I should hope it is.
Great showing from Arapahoe.
Oh, this whole weekend, I could not be prouder of these kids. I really couldn't.
The Aspen.
They played great.
What is it was the fall kickoff, right?
Yes, the fall. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I called it something different.
I think
earlier.
we called it but I think I told you, Ryan. I think I called it the fall showdown.
Okay. Fall kickoff. I should know because my mom bought Elvis a $60 T-shirt last year at this tournament.
Oh man.
And he still wears it because I'm sure you're the same. We buy them too big.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a younger son, so he's gonna wear it.
Yep.
And
however, they always have the wrong year on them at that point.
Stewie with the first goal of the year, and he's saluting us. I hope he's on camera there. That was great. So 7-0 is the final. Arapahoe finishes the Aspen Fall Shootout 3-1, third place, end on a high note. And really, you couldn't ask for anything better. Shutout for the goalies, a lot of confidence there. Defense started playing a little better.
They did, and you can kind of see them starting to gel. It's good to have like a bunch of games together. You get a week or two apart, you kind of forget.
Absolutely. Well, you remember down here, right in front of us, Tommy made that spin out with the puck. That's a real confident defensive move. Brexton did the chase down, knocked the puck away. Unfortunately, it found the shooter on the save that Brian made. But it was a great chase down. Moen had some great plays out here. Clark held the line a couple times. And I'm missing one defenseman. I know they all played well.
Oh, they did.
Clark, Moen, McGrady, Bednarczyk, and Haggard. Haggard was the one ripping shots on the goal, and he was super strong with the puck like usual.
Yeah.
So, all around, great effort.
Great effort.
I didn't keep track with all the goals. I know who had 2, and I know who had another one. Because on your broadcast, we had 3 goals.
You did.
So we're going to call that a victory. Dotson had one.
Ober had one.
Ober had the first.
Yes.
That was his second goal of the day. Dotson, we had 3. We scored 7. Man.
Yeah.
Did Dotson get 2? Because they gave him the goal on the faceoff.
Oh, I don't know.
The one that we thought was Haggard.
Right.
So I went to game sheets on that. So Dotson had 2. Elvis had 2. Stewie had 1. Ober had 1.
We're missing one.
And man, we're missing one. So let's go through the lines quick. We had Isan get one today?
If only there was a device.
Oh, what a device. I'm probably still open. Man, we're just like cavemen, you and I. You're not even as old as I am, but I am so old-fashioned. I'm just like a caveman as far as let's just use the technology.
To your advantage?
Yep. So we'll get on game sheets here and look at it. Since we're leaving you, the reason we're going to get you up to date is because that's it for the tournament. But for those of you who are with us, we're going to have to go to the play-by-play too, because it's going to, on game sheets it'll say 5-0. That's not true. So Dotson, Schroeder, and Dotson was assisted by Schroeder and Kono. Schroeder was assisted by Haggard. Schroeder was assisted by Kono. Ooh, tripping on Schroeder.
Yeah.
Okay, Isan got one from Liam Evans, and now that you say it, I remember Isan was right in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goal by Soren Moen.
Okay.
Man, good for Soren, but
Maybe it got caught. Does he have a similar number?
Soren 72. Goal by Dotson.
I don't remember him getting one. Maybe they just scored it wrong.
It says. It says Stewart was first. Dotson was second. Soren was third. That could have been Elvis's goal.
Yeah.
4 was Isan. 5 was Elvis. 6 was Elvis. 7 was Elijah. Then who did it? Okay, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen at home, I apologize for you having to listen to us ramble. So, final score 7-0.
Yep. Final score 7-0. We'll see you. We got a game next week.
We do. So we're going to go back to our trusty device, and now I'm going to have to back way up because we got to get in here and go RMHF, right?
Or we could just do crossbar.
Yeah. What was I thinking? So I'll go crossbar on you.
Yeah,
I'm already
you go.
there. So we have 3:35 p.m. on Sunday
Lafayette.
at Family Sports Center at the Hamilton rink, which I believe is the Fix-It rink now.
Yeah. Yep.
Against the Lafayette Locomotives. And I can't tell you much about them. I don't feel like looking them up. We'll get you on pregame. So
Yeah.
join us Sunday at 3:35, and we'll let you know what their season looks like. Arapahoe finishes the tournament 3-1, third place. Bump Vail out of there, rightfully so. And tomorrow in the championship, Littleton plays NOCO, and we would have beat NOCO. I'm
We are.
certain of it.
Yep.
So that's all I have for you. Thanks for
Yep.
joining us here at